If I delete one thing from the list, does it remove its spot on the list? This might be more the one I'm looking for here. I think this might work. Nap's not gonna help. Nap's not gonna help. Thanks though. No, I just woke up a couple hours ago. It's the boredom of frustration. Trying to remove a list from another list. Probably need to take a moment to actually reassess the way everything even works here. So let's do that. I'm not even going to look at target script for right now. That's fun. Certainly is, Grimslayer. That was the thing I noticed. Other than the Ultra Ninja Turtles game for NES, Ultra Games, where they didn't have the license for the music, all the ones that have the Ninja Turtles tunes that they actually have the license, they milk it. Like every level is just a different variation of the Ninja Turtles theme. I mean, not that bad, but they're like so many. There was a point where someone was requesting all of them too, so I would be listening, and then every other song would be another Ninja Turtles theme variation. It's kind of funny, actually. I'm not 100% sure what you're getting at with that last one there, but okay. Actually, no, I probably do need to go pick some up. I think we just ran out last night. But I don't have cookies or anything either, so it's not like that's big of a deal. So I'm working on this here. Oh, whoops. Let me, I'll just comment this out for a moment. Oh, yes. Indeed. So basically, it's a variation on an older, actually one of the first games that I made. Pretty much there's different crosshairs. This one's on my left dual analog, this one's on my right dual analog, and I have to hit the targets with the appropriate colors. I also have a keyboard configuration, and I'll eventually set up dual mouse configurations. And here, I'll even do the full screen so you can see all the metrics and stuff that it's recording. Though those aren't going to stick around. It's just to make sure that everything's recording. And if I miss shots, you see it count off. In the corner here, the red and blue misses. Errors are when you hit the wrong colored target. Yeah. Targets hit, targets eliminated. Score value. Do I have score implemented right now? I can't remember. Oh, I probably do have score implemented, I just don't have it reading up anywhere. Yeah. Yeah, this is when did I actually make the game? It was like 2010 or 2011 when I made the original one. But it was Flash, and it was the first games that I made. Yeah, color deficiency mode is definitely in the plan. As you can see, they've already got some sort of patterning on them, so even if you can't visually tell by color, but that doesn't apply to the crosshairs quite yet. Eventually that will be coming. I definitely want to have a mode for whether it be black and white or otherwise for color deficient players who can be able to play it just the same, maybe better. Actually, I was one of the people that campaigned for it back for PlanetSide 1 in 2003, 2004. I made a post for it to, if nothing else, get the UI colors changed up for everyone so someone doesn't get tripped up when they see a name tag and shoot at it thinking it's an enemy. And they actually did it. They did it pretty quickly within about a month or two. I was really, really happy about that. I'm not color deficient myself. I'm fully able poly or whatever, not a polychromid tetrachromid or whatever, but I've got the 3 receptors working properly. But I understand there's a large population that is affected, so I like to be able to have everybody play with me. The other folks that I feel like have a lot of difficulty with some games, especially first-person shooters, is people who get motion sick. Unfortunately, I don't have a solution for that yet. I wonder if it's a combination of the crosshair maybe moving a little bit as you look around rather than staying solid in the middle of the screen. And the other thing is doing something so the vectors that are moving at different paces in the distance are smoothed out somehow, so that way when you turn and you see corners of a building way in the distance and the corners of it close to you, the movement isn't something that creates this kind of unsettling effect. Once again, I don't suffer from motion sickness except under very extreme circumstances, but folks that can't even play a game without it getting to them, love to find a solution there. But this ain't that. This is just me learning Unity while I try to remake one of my older games in Unity. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, a lot of game companies, they just don't care about that stuff, or they aren't really, worried about it. And some companies actually are, but they realize maybe it's a huge workload to get all of those features in, especially relative to the way they've designed the engine. It's really one of those things I feel like you've got to design the game from the ground up to be able to anticipate any sorts of color variation or speed, depth, camera aperture, any of those sorts of variations that might make the game more playable for some people or make it more possible for them to actually play it and enjoy it, I should say. But the point of this game isn't to, I don't expect this to be competing with Call of Battlefield 6, Shell, Rainbow Ghost, whatever. I expect this to be more of a kind of simple thing, casually. People get after it here and there when they want to get a little bit of practice in, and something for people to build up their reflexes and their hand-eye coordination using various different types of devices: keyboard, dual analog, mouse, potentially other setups. So that's really the point of it, and the idea is to make it as available to everyone as possible. I probably won't even charge for it. Yeah, get all of them together. Get all the different Mega FPS studios together. That would be pretty funny. I mean, first of all, we would have to get French lessons for all the English developers, because I know Ubisoft, in France out there, they can speak English just fine. But in order to make something like that, you would have to have the studios be able to communicate back and forth pretty clearly. I know, I'm just generalizing. Not everyone in France can speak English as well as people in America, but in England either. But English, funny language. Anyway, C#'s also a funny language. Okay, so I'm going to do a little bit and actually look at my diagnostics here. Oh, that's right. I was going to keep this area locked off for the moment. Oops. So, let's see. Oh, I've got to not go maximize on play. Pause there. Well, let's look over everything that was generated then. That unit was removed from the list. Still 2 targets being counted. There's a lot of junk for it to run just when I destroy 1 target. Let me get up for a second, stretch for a moment, and when I get back, hopefully I'll be able to actually take a crack at some of this functionality and change it up to work a little bit better here. Yeah, they could go that route with it, that's true. For sure. It takes a lot of polish to just make stupid ripoff, though. I wasn't having these errors a second ago. That's weird. Hey, Labels, how you doing? Yeah, so I got that package here. I let Ara know that the extra stickers came through, and she's kind of excited about those, so I'll be passing those along on Friday. How you doing? Alright. Level manager, target list. Well, there's definitely level manager. Target list. It definitely contains transforms. Cool deal. It's giving me errors, but I don't know that they're actually true. Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, Grim. Well, I mean, I've been listening to the station for a couple of years now, and it's usually pretty awesome, except towards December when a whole bunch of Christmas bullshit comes through. And let me tell you, Christmas chiptunes are the worst. They sound horrible. And if they didn't sound horrible, they're also, fucking Christmas music. You don't need to hear that shit on the internet radio. You already hear that on the regular radio. So that's the one kind of issue. When it gets into December, I have to find out at the station for a month, because this just gets offensive. I really wish they wouldn't do that, but they really don't want me to donate money to them every year, so they put that up there just to make sure I don't reach for the wallet. Because 11 months of good and 1 month of bad, and I'll just let them continue being supported by the people that love the Christmas music. Them getting their holiday spirit. That's funny, Labels. Yeah, Grim, that one, and Christmas Story is the other really good one. Alright. Yes, Arcane Star Tropics. Hey, where you been the past few days? I've been kind of struggling with the same functionality since like Thursday here. How you been? They might or they might not, Grim. I don't know what kind of metrics they have to look into that stuff, but more importantly, I bet there's a lot of people that do tune in just for that bullshit. And this, of course, is some sort of Final Fantasy. Been busy? Cool deal. Oh, I've heard it, Labels. Now, for me, like, the height of Christmas music is Annie Lennox doing Winter Wonderland, because it's like, Annie, what are you doing? You're just doing it for the money. Clearly, there's no, like, inspiration for that. It's just her singing over a freaking drum machine, and it sounds horrible. Like, she might be a talented singer, but it doesn't do anything to make it not like both the best and worst Christmas song. Because to me, it's really representative of kind of the consumerism. It's like, well, I can make money by writing this song. It doesn't matter how bad it is. I'm just gonna do it and put it out there, and it's so bad. Like among Christmas music, like I said, it is both the best and the worst because it is truly representative of the perils of consumerism relative to the holiday, specifically here in America, because I know in other places it's not nearly as big of an issue. So I don't want active waves. I think I want to look through my target list for my transforms. Or no, I'm looking through my active waves, but I'm not looking through something within active waves. That's right, I'm just using active waves as the string itself. Or, you didn't buy my thing during Black Friday? Well, you can still buy it now. It's just a bunch of debug stuff I have. Alright. I think it actually works now. Gummy bear ingredient package labels. Cool deal labels. Hope that goes well. Are they giving you gummy bears too, or just making you print the sticker? It's consumer culture. You know, George Washington ordered his clothes overseas from a tailor because everything bought from British catalogs was what was in, what was the style. And that's why no clothes ever fit him, because he kind of had tall, odd proportions, so never actually visiting that tailor and having the person measure him up, they were never able to make anything that actually fit, which is why he always kind of looked like a Like a schlub, really, like a sloppy old bum out there with his wooden teeth. Okay, so you see it said wave complete. I actually had 2 targets of one wave, and the one that kind of went off in the other direction was its own. Definitely gonna need to take some time to clean all of this up, but it's at least got the functionality that I want, so that's the biggest. Oh, that's terrible, Grim. Yeah, there used to just be one in this town, and it was a pretty big blight on the town as it was. I mean, well, not that big of a blight, just horrible that we had one, and now we've got 3 or 4 in this town. I mean, they fucking opened one up in downtown LA in Chinatown area, if I'm not mistaken, and it totally doesn't belong there. I haven't protested it. Me and many other people, a whole lot of good that does. Gotta protest with sledgehammers, I think. Just tear down the foundations and tell them, fuck you. Yeah, that's true. Well, it's not necessarily optimization, it's just that I have a whole lot of stuff that isn't really being used anymore. In fact, level manager probably isn't even where I need to look for right now. It's probably just cleaning up my target script here. And with that, it's specifically cleaning up the lower section. This here is all correct. That's correct. Okay. When any target is destroyed, this stores the wave number for the target. That's correct. This determines if that wave is still active. Those are important. Bearded Network is specifically for folks that are broadcasters who like to get the chat room and stuff involved and having them feel like they're a big part of the stream. And that's something I like to do too. I was offered to join a while back. I joined, and I had been part of another group too, but the person who created that group went all sociopath on me, so I am down to just the one group, but that's fine. Bearded Network's some good folks. I probably need to go through and hang out with some a bit more than I do right now, but there's a lot of people that are on at all sorts of different times, so, you know, you get what you get when you get it. Yamino, Yamino, is somebody who I know pretty well in that group. He's a big Landmark player. In fact, he's one of the best treasure hunters in Landmark right now. Runs a lot of groups. Seems like he's got a real natural sense of direction with that stuff or something. It isn't necessarily for people who have beards. People who don't have beards can also be a member of the group. You're a broadcaster then, yeah? Let me check yo stuff here. Truck Fun, APB, Braid, Mass Effect. Cool deal. 767 followers. Nice. Nice. So we're neck and neck, huh? Very cool. Very cool. I will press that follow button there. Check your stuff out when you're live one of these days. Had a lot more. Were you just not saving them, or do you just have them hidden right now? Alright, so let's take a look at what's going on here. The number of counts, number of targets still being counted. Target list dot count. That's correct. At the end of On Destroy. It's not even the end of On Destroy. There's so much to this thing. Determine which waves still exist relative to the ones that have been launched. That's correct. So, oh, and by the way, commenting. I am so glad that I had commented this stuff earlier, because now I can look through it and I don't have to try to figure out what the hell is going on. I already wrote out what the hell was going on as I was doing it. Makes it so much easier, even if it's been, you know, not very much time since I started writing this stuff out. It just helps so much. Idea, stop streaming for a while, because you're not making the stream choppy is making on stream. OBS is pretty awesome. For encoding, I do X264. Use CBR, enable CBR padding. Max bitrate I have at 1000. I think the default audio codec, the AAC, is where it's at. Broadcast settings. The only thing really there, other than filling in the information, picking the server, is the auto reconnect timeout. And I might want to adjust that a little bit. Weird. Yeah, let me know. I know both AT&T's been having issues recently, and Twitch has been having some weird issues recently. Like, let's see if it did it to me now. Okay. Sometimes what'll happen is, what's it called? The video will be broadcasting, but it's not actually showing to the audience. It's recording on Twitch, but the video isn't spooling up on everybody's screens. I don't believe that's going on right this second, but it might be an issue that happens differentially instead of to everybody when it does happen. Hopefully it isn't. Okay. There's no target left on the target list. All targets have been eliminated. That's correct. I don't think I need to have this here, do I? Because we already grabbed that information up here, so it's not like I'm getting... Or do I? If the target count list equals 0, the target count list equals 0, that's fine. Pretty sure this is all I really need here. Yeah, it's been acting up a lot recently. But yeah, I strongly recommend OBS. It works really well. Like I was saying, I was just kind of listing off my settings, and they're basically the ones to kind of go with, plus or minus. I don't know what resolution you plan to broadcast in. Nice, VVVVVV. This is a good game, by the way. Very fun, minimalist puzzle game. Platform puzzle game, even. Yeah. It's used the, so I'll just type it real quick. You know what? Actually, I think most of the settings are pretty self-explanatory. Hit me up with the message if you're having trouble setting everything up, but it pretty well tells you what you need to do. One up and two down. That's about all well, for the upload, that's about all I've got. Two down is kind of brutal, but you don't need the down as much unless you're playing an online game. Okay, so let's continue what we were doing here. Nice. Very cool. Do you have a upload or download cap? Any sort of data limit or data cap right now, or are you not affected by those things at the moment? What else is supposed to go there? I can even. Squish it down like that. I don't even need the brackets technically. It'll be fine. Okay. You know, it's a game that really kills OBS. Is I was playing Black Ice and I watched a few people stream it and looked over my stream. That game with its bright neon colors and darkness and stuff everywhere. It's just it makes it a pixel storm really easily. Oh, nice. Yeah, I've got to upload to a business line, or upgrade to a business line at some point here pretty soon. When the current internet contract lapses, which I hopefully believe is going to be in a couple of months. See about getting an actual business line up in here so I can be doing full everything with the interwebs. Alright. No cap, nice. Since 6 months, 6 spell. Damn. Hope you're feeling better now. Target and target list. Nice. Some sort of delicious thing has appeared. Cool deal. Do you also dabble in Unity or game development at all, or just a streamer? I don't mean just a streamer. I mean, streamers are great. We're providing content on the interwebs for people to enjoy. It's actually pretty cool. Some sort of delicious doughy potato-y thing. Oh, you bet it works for Half-Brick. That's awesome. Jetpack Joyride is probably the best game for the BlackBerry tablets, which I won only for making an app for BlackBerry tablets, which I don't even have loaded on the tablet. 3D modeling, bit of textures, cool deal. Yeah, one of the regulars here, Farioto, is actually starting to dabble in both Unity, actually really more in Blender right now. They were working on doing UV mapping for a barrel they created, so they might even still be around here. But it is 2 p.m. Pacific time. I usually only run Unity daily for a couple hours. Today I actually got started a little bit early, and I'm actually thinking about changing up the schedule a little bit, starting to get on at 10 or 11 just to do some gaming or something to wake myself up, and then starting directly at noon with Unity daily, and then maybe adjusting that and pulling Unity a little further into the earlier hours and get up to 3 to 4. Oh, Farioto's not a streamer. I mean, they do stream every now and then. Here, let's see. Pretty sure should just be FAR. Yeah, here we go. They don't really stream regularly, but they do stream every now and then. Yeah, there you are. Hey. Bloop indeed. So yeah. And they're just getting into it. Blender's pretty cool though. But yeah, this is it for me for right now. I will be back with more Unity Daily in 22 hours. I don't know that I'm going to be doing another stream today. I wanted to do a Terraria stream with somebody, but I want to make sure that we've got a server locked down for that. And I got a bunch of other stuff I need to do today. So as much as I want to say I know I'm going to be streaming later, but might stream, but you need better internet. Yeah. Okay, I love this tune. Maybe I'll stay here for a couple more minutes. Commodore 64, some of the best chiptunes ever made. For sure, Grim. Actually, I realized I haven't been as active with them as I probably should be for the past little bit, so I will definitely mention that. See about starting to hang out with the folks a little bit more here. But I'll definitely put the word in for you. Cause yeah, being a part of a group is a cool thing for sure. Twitch frowns on raiding? Really? That's funny. I've never heard that. It seems like it's actually one of those things that's really positive in the community. It's one of the ways that streamers can support one another. I'd never heard about Twitch frowning upon it, ever. Maybe that had been their policy in the past, but I don't know. Because I know plenty of partnered folks who are, you know, they're more than happy to raid after the end of a show. Plus, I mean, raids are how a lot of up-and-coming people, like, they might have good content, but not a lot of people. Recently, they're trying to crack down on it. It might be a Google thing. I haven't heard a thing about it. And I still don't know if the Google thing's coming through or not. We heard news about it, and then we didn't hear anything for a while. If it's still planning, if it's still going to be going through, or if it did go through at some point, it's been very quiet. Direct Ethernet. Wi-Fi goes down every now and then. Better mic. People complaining about the fan noise. Yeah, I can understand that. My last headset actually was really bad. People complained about it pretty hard. Of course, before that, I was using just desk mic, one of those little $10 Sound Blaster desk mics that you'd get with any sound card in 1990s. And that lasted for about 15 years before apparently it was just not loud enough, or using mic boost made it sound horrible. Alright, so the tune that I was listening to is actually over. At this point, I'm not even working on code right now. I'm just writing notes for what I'm going to be working on for the rest of the day here. So I am going to cut the stream. It's good hanging out with you folks. I'll definitely have to keep my eyes peeled for the whole not rating people thing, which it makes no sense to me. Like, if I'm done with the broadcast, I'd love to be able to direct people to the next broadcaster. I try to review people first ahead of time to make sure that I'm not sending somebody to a channel where they're going to be hearing all sorts of, racism and bigotry and sexism and all of that sort of stuff. So that's usually the thing that I'll check ahead of time before I do a raid, or I try to if I can. But other than raiding somebody that I find to be genuinely offensive, I don't see why there would be any issue with it. Yeah. And if it is something they start cracking down on, it's very easy for a lot of us streamers to band together and say to Twitch, hey, no, this isn't what we actually want. If this is what you want, then we need to start a dialogue, because we like raiding people, and some of us actually got our start from being raided by larger channels. So it's really unfair for them to remove that sort of thing if that's actually a plan. Hopefully I'll be able to get a chance to talk to their PR director Chase here pretty soon. In fact, maybe I should email him. I have a few things to follow up on from E3 anyway. Yeah. Alright, I'm gonna shut up and log off. Thank you very much for coming through, everybody. There's not really, a giant mass of people, so can't really suggest anyone in particular to raid, but if you feel like it. Let's see if any of my buddies are on right now. Channels. There are a bunch of folks on. I'll just let y'all figure out where you want to go from here. Thank you very much. I appreciate everybody coming through, and I will see you tomorrow.